Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where I'm working with you step by step through each of the ABRSM Theory grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets and you can download those in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. You'll find a page there with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials. And you can also access information about the books I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to make the best use of your time on exam day when you're actually working through your exam paper. So if you go to sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that would be really fab, and please do subscribe to my channel to keep updated. I've lots more to come. And now we're going to make a start on the paper C of the grade 1 2014 past paper booklet. So if you turn with me to page 10, and we'll make a start of this. And as I always say, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's really important that you have a go at this on your own. First of all, it doesn't matter if you go wrong. You can always just rub out. Make sure you're always writing in pencil. I use a mechanical pencil so it stays nice and sharp. And then you can learn by those mistakes. You'll learn much more thoroughly that way than just by passively copying through it with me. So I'm hoping you've had a crack at this, and now we'll have a peep at this together and just check through these answers. So then, let's have a look at question 1. Question 1 asks us to add the time signature to each of these 3 melodies. So we've got 3 separate melodies that are going to have 3 separate time signatures, so be careful you don't get confused and think they all continue one into the other. So let's have a look and see what we can find out here. So we've got 2 beats here, 2 quavers, 2 eighth notes, a half each give us 1, 2 half beats there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 over 4. Let's just check the other bar. 2 halves make 1. That's 2 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we've got 2 beats, 1, 2. We've got 1 beat here, and then this dot gives us half as much again, so half of a beat, half of 1 is a half, and then here's the other half in this rest. However, so 1, 2, 3 plus 2 halves is 4. However, we've got that straight away in that first bar, and that's as far as you need to go really, but we double check to be sure. So 4 over 4, alternatively you could put the time signature as common time, which is that C symbol there, which means the same as 4 over 4. That's the common time symbol, and 4 over 4 means the same thing. Let's look at the next one. So at a quick glance, this is the bar that will tell us easiest how to find out this time signature. We've got 2 halves which give us 1, half a beat and a half a beat. Half a beat and a half a beat give us 1, so we've got 2 beats, or even easier actually is this last bar, which we can see straight away we've got a minim or a half note which is worth 2 beats. However, just for good practice, let's just look at these other bars. So here, now because my maths isn't great, I visualise this. Here's a whole beat, and then I divide that into quarters. We can see that we've got half a beat here, and then a quarter of a beat and a quarter of a beat. So we've used up the whole beat. So half and 2 quarters is 1, 2 halves is 1, 1, 2 beats. Same again, we got half and 2 quarters gives us a beat, half and 2 quarters gives a beat. So we've exhaustively shown that it's 2 over 4. Let's look at this next one. So glancing through, this will tell us easy peasy. We've got a 2 beat note here, and a 1 beat note here. 2 plus 1 equals 3, so we've got 3 over 4. However, just as good revision, let's just check through. So 2 quavers give us a crotchet, or 2 eighth notes give us a quarter note, that's 1 beat. 2 half a beat plus half a beat gives us a beat. 1, 2, 3. Same timing here, half a beat plus half a beat is 1. Half a beat, but half a beat, ooh, that's a mouthful. Half a beat plus half a beat Here's 1, there's 1, 1, 2, 3. Now this bar is a little trickier. We've got 2 beats here. And then again, using my visual guide, if we divide that into quarters, we've got a quaver or an eighth note, which is half a beat. The dot makes it half as long again. That gives us a quarter, and then we've got this 1/4 of a beat left. So we've got 3/4 and a quarter, which gives us a beat, 1, 2, 3. So there we go. We've exhaustively shown those, but you can just look at the easiest bars to get that job done. Let's look at the next question. So we're asked to add a rest at each of the 2 places marked with a little star to make these bars complete. There should be 4 beats in a bar. So let's see what we've got here. We've got 2 beats here, 1 beat here. So far we've got 3 beats. We're 1 beat missing from the 4. And so we need to add a rest to show 1 beat, and that's the crotchet or the whole note rest. Let's have a look here. And so we've got a 1 beat here and a 1 beat here, so that gives us 2 with 2 beats missing to make the 4, and here is our 2 beat rest just sitting on that middle line there. So then let's look at the next question. Now this next question asks us to write a 2-bar rhythm to give an answer to this given rhythm here. However, from 2018 onwards, the newly revised ABRS exams no longer requires us to answer this question. That doesn't come up in the paper at all. That's the only difference really, the only thing that isn't included. The layout of the paper may look differently. All of the other material that you've learned in your music and practice workbook is needed, except from this one. So despite this one deviation from the newly revised paper, these past exam papers are excellent revision material, but we don't need to do that now. So we're just going to skip ahead to question 3. So if you turn to page 11, we'll move on to question 3. So we're asked to write a semi-breves or whole notes. That means we don't have to worry about stems. Oh, yep, there we go. We don't have to worry about stems. We don't use key signatures, so we're going to have to use accidentals to make these scales here. So first of all, let's just get the note heads in place. Let's just get the blobs in place. So C major must begin on C. We are ascending, so we need to start low so we can progress high. So C major in treble clef, let's begin on middle C, which is here, and then we need to go in step. Remember, scale literally means step, so we need to go line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space, all the way up to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our octave. Now we're asked not to use key signatures, but use any necessary sharps or flat signs. However, C major has a key signature of nothing, and so that means we will be adding no sharps or flats to this. This can stay exactly as it is. So then let's have a go at this next one. So now we're doing G major descending, so we need to start on a high G. Now we're in the bass clef, so all cows eat grass. This one will suit us nicely. Down in step, space, line, space, line, space, line, space, line. That went a bit wonky. There we go. Now G major has a key signature of F sharps. However, we're not required to use a key signature, so we need to add that as an accidental. So good boys deserve football. There's our F sharp. If it is that you're not familiar with this clef, you could always just sketch the letter names underneath, just to help you find that note. But good boys dear football, there we are, sorted. Let's have a go at this next question. So we're asked to draw a circle around the higher notes of these pairs of notes. So remember, a flat lowers a note by a semitone, a sharp raises a note by a semitone. So we've got the natural and the flat lowers it. We need to choose the higher one, so the natural is the higher one. And just to double check that, you can see we've got a B natural and a B flat. You can see that the B natural is higher. So if you wanted to sketch out a piano keyboard just to double check that, by all means do so. But you know that a flat lowers by a semitone and a sharp raises by a semitone. So out of the natural and the sharp will be the higher. Between a flat and a natural, the natural is the higher one because the flat lowers it by a semitone. A sharp raises by a semitone, so that'll be the higher one. A flat lowers by a semitone, so the natural will be higher. In this next question, we need to circle the lower of the note, so just be careful, you keep your eyes peeled and make sure you're looking for the right thing. So if a sharp raises, the natural will be lower, and let's just double check that. We're in the bass clef, D sharp and D natural. You can see that D natural is lower than D sharp. So if a flat lowers by a semitone, the flat will be the lower of the two, lower than the natural. A natural is lower than a sharp because the sharp raises it by a semitone. A flat lowers by a semitone, so that will be the lower. And if a sharp raises by a semitone, the natural will therefore be the lowest one. There we go. So that's the end of that question. We'll look at the next question in the next video. I do hope this is helpful to you. Hope this is helping you with your revision and preparation for the next exam. If you can give me a like, that would be fab. Please subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more to come. Please do visit sharonbill.com. and make use of all of the resource and information that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.